Hey everyone, this is Bonnie from Backward Story, and today I have the loveliest book to share with you. This is just in time for the 50th anniversary of the very first moon landing from Apollo 11 50 years ago. The anniversary is July 20th of 2019, and this book is from Jane Yolen, who is a novelist that I have loved and adored in the past, and I didn't realize when I started reading this that it was a tribute to the upcoming anniversary, and the book was just so touching, and I just want to go through it really fast and share it with you. And it's just such a good book to have in the classroom or to read to your kids at story time with that upcoming anniversary. It is called A Kite for Moon. It is by Jane Yolen, Heidi E.Y, Stemple, and Matt Phelan. Let me open it up. I love that it has a page presented to with love from and the date. Not all picture books do that. It instantly makes it a keepsake. And this is a book I got at the Book Expo of America 2019. It came from HarperCollins. It's under kids. It's their HarperCollins Christian line. And the first thing you see is the moon, and it is sitting alone in the sky. And there are seagulls. The stars are asleep. Nobody is singing to the moon or sending up rockets or writing poems. And the moon begins to feel sorry for herself because she's all alone. And then there's a boy. I love how his kite is shaped like a rocket. It's also a little bit shaped like a seashell. So it's got a dual meaning there. And he's flying his kite near the beach. And he looks up at the moon. And he tells the moon, "Don't be sad," and runs all the way to the edge of the water where the moon is sitting on the horizon. And he tries to hug the moon as his mother did to him whenever he was unhappy, and the moon is just too far away. He can't hug her. And so he promises that someday he's going to come back for a visit. And when I read this part, it reminded me of the Given tree and how the little boy grows up and goes back to the tree again and again and again. And even when he's older, that tree is still in his heart, even though he's changed so much. And just, it has that instant classic feel to it. Days went by, years, moon waxed and waned. She counted shooting stars and meteors. She worried about peace down on Earth and strange objects whizzing by. Look at this art. It's just so gorgeous. And there's the boy, and he's growing up and looking through a telescope. And he sends up new kites to the moon so that she knows he's thinking about her. And the moon just watches the boy grow up. And he studies his math, and he studies geometry, and he learns all about the sky and the moon. He learns to ride a bicycle, drive a car, fly a plane, and a rocket. And then one day when he has finally learned enough, he goes up, up, up. He leaves a fiery trail behind him. And there he is. "Hello, moon. I've come for that visit." And it's just such a powerful moment. And I read this book and I just sat back and I went, wow. And then the very last page, the whole world watched. And so this could be timeless. It could be from any time. It could be from a boy now. It could also be from the very, very first spaceship, which this says on the flap that it is paying homage to the first manned moon landing, and it's dedicated to Neil Armstrong. And it's just so powerful. I read this and I immediately went to my roommates because I read this in the hotel at BEA, and I was like, I just read something incredible and you need to read this too. And we passed it around, and just, it was so touching. I loved it so much. I know in the past people have commented that, I don't sit here and read the full story. That's not really what these videos are for. It's not story time. I'm not going to read the full book to you. You can kind of read it if you pause on the pages, but I want you to get a feel for it so you can pick it up and read it yourself. And it's more a review than a proper story time, because I don't want to infringe on copyright like that, if that makes sense. But I hope that you can get the gist of it, the context of it, that you love the message as much as I do, and that you introduce it to loved ones in your life, and that you read it, especially with the upcoming holiday, or even when you're doing a unit on space or the moon. And I just think this book is really special. I would love to see it nominated in January during awards season, and we'll see what will come of it. That's everything from me today. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.